What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. We are talking Cross. This is season 2, episode 3, titled Feed. We are talking full spoilers. Lamont, I had fun talking about episode 2 with you, man.
Hey, I had fun discussing it with you too, my brother. I always tell people it's a pleasure to be on the channel with you and to share these reviews with you. They are some of the best memories I have on YouTube.
Oh, man, you're making me blush. You're making me blush. Subscribe. Like I said, we're talking spoilers, or if I didn't say that, we're talking spoilers. One of the things that we have liked about the season so far that we talked about last episode is that, I mean, we love Cross, of course, but the show does not just focus on him. You know, there's a lot of supporting characters that have their own subplots going on, a lot, you know. And one of them is Mr. Samson, Mr. John Samson. He just found out that his mom is still in the picture, and that's got him shook up, and he don't know what to do, and I don't blame the brother. I would not know how to respond either. But I like the way this starts off, man, with a flashback of him meeting Alex, and you know, they having a conversation when they got older about the $5,000 and how she wanted to adopt him, but she only could because, you know, if she gave him up, you know, that's a lot on a person right there. I asked you this last episode and you gave me an answer, but I'm gonna ask you again because we have more information. Is Alex still right or wrong for his lack of communication? Do you think that he should have said something earlier? Because he'd been sitting on this secret for 30 plus years. So, you know, with the flashback and then the conversation that they had, do you feel any different about, you know, that lack of communication between them two?
No, I think he still should have waited till he was out of Nana's house before he dropped it. I think he should have told him, yes, but not while he's in Nana's house. That could have created a firestorm. And I think that he should have told him when they was adults, grown, and out of Nana's house so that there wouldn't be too much beef with Nana. Because as you see, John hasn't had a chance to confront Nana yet because they haven't seen each other. Yeah. So I can only imagine how he's going to feel about that when that was kind of his mother in acting. So, yeah.
Okay. Y'all let us know what you think. I somewhat agree with you. It's a sensitive topic. It's a sensitive subject, you know. But I think that Alex had good reasoning, you know, behind not saying anything. So, you know, hopefully this doesn't draw a fracture in between their relationship. But his lady friend, man, you know, I was laughing when I was watching this episode because I was saying to myself, like, damn, people just won't leave John alone. He want his space. He like, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it now. And she's like, no, leave me alone. She's like, no, leave me alone. No. And then you know what happened in the last episode when they're in not the interrogation room, but some type of briefing room. And Alex was like, hey, buddy. He's like, not now, not here. Why won't people leave John alone, bro? Why won't they give him his space?
Because John is that dude, bro. He is that rod. He's that rod. Whenever people have problems, they can go to John because he seems to be the person that has everything together. But this season has revealed he's not. He's got a vulnerability, and that's this relationship with him and his mom. As far as Kayla is concerned, that's a ride or die. Okay.
Yeah.
And the energy between them two is when they get angry, they wants to get in that bedroom, gets to cracking. Yeah. And when she gave that line about, I'm not going to leave you. You don't got to worry about me. I'm paraphrasing. You don't have to worry about me leaving and walking out your life like your mama. I said to myself, before this season is up, he putting a ring on it. Watch what I say.
Yeah. I like her for that. I do agree with you as far as you saying that she, you know, she's a rider, you know, she's down. But at the same time, I mean, everybody wants a woman like that, you know, that's just not going to abandon you, that's going to stand by your side and lift you up when you're down. You know, that's wonderful. But at the same time, I was slightly annoyed by it too, because sometimes I just want to be left alone, you know, because I understand you trying to be nice and you trying to be there. And I feel I'm staying on this. I feel really passionate about it. I don't want to be an asshole to you. I don't want to be a jerk to you. Okay. I'm anxious right now. My nerves are bad. I'm emotional. You know, I'm a ticking time bomb. I'm a grenade. I don't want to just go off and yell at you or have an attitude with you or have a, be ugly to you because I'm feeling some type of way. So if you step away and just give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes for me to woosah and kind of just breathe and calm down, it's kind of like when you're mad about something, never respond to an email or write a letter, because you're upset at the time, or, don't punish your child while you're upset, while you're angry, kind of wait till you calm down. Same thing. So while it is nice that she's like, baby, I'm going to beat her for you, sometimes I'm like, I appreciate it, but you need to, back off right now. The scene ended well between the two of them, but I was kind of 50-50 on it. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, you make great sense, and I'll give you adult rebuttal to that. And so they've already established that John and Michaela thrive in chaos. Hence, the first episode when they're screaming, he telling her to get out the car, and instead of getting out the car, she hopped on him. Okay, yeah. That was another situation where he wanted her to get out of his space, but he didn't. So the writers set us up for this moment by showing us that. That's one thing. The other thing is she obviously knows his limits. Had she thought this was going to be a limit where he was going to do something stupid, she probably would have left. And then to further buffer the point, if he really was that mad and she wouldn't leave, he could have left. And that's how I look at it.
Okay. Y'all let us know what you think. Lamont, how far would you go to accomplish your mission? If you have a task and they say, hey, we need the information, sir. We need for you to put on your ninja suit and sneak in to the house, to the building, and get the files, get the documents. Would you go as far as Mr. Bobby Trey, Mr. Bobby? Going down to the local foot massage place to get his feet rubbed on. And he runs into Miss, I don't know what to call her, but I'll leave you up to the names for our characters, the aliases. But yeah, man, he was in there. He was down for the cause, Lamont. He was like, you know what? What is her name? Kayla. I appreciate you letting me out of prison. I am a team player. Whatever you need me to do, I'm going to do. If you need me to get some money, cook you some food, sleep with a woman that's twice my age, I'm gonna do it. Lamont, are you a team player, sir? Would you
yeah. Would you Lord have mercy. I'm a team player, and Bobby Trey has a unique circumstance, Avery. Let me tell you something. So a lot of people don't know I have a CDL too. On the list of endless things I've done to try to be successful, I also have a CDL. You want me to tell you, Avery, what the trucking driver instructor of my CDL class said? Now, mind you, I live in North Carolina, so I got these redneck country talking dudes. This dude was about 70 years old. His wife works there, and she's a firecracker. Avery, this man said, as a joke to the class in front of his wife, kind of Bobby Trey situation. He says, what do you call a 400-pound woman at a truck stop when you done been on the road for 8 days and ain't seen your wife? What do you think he said?
I'm sure something graphic, but I'm listening.
He said what Bobby Trey was doing. She's fucked. Okay. When a man ain't had none in a long time and Bobby Trey done been in jail, a lot of things start to look good to you that wouldn't normally look good prior, or wouldn't look good unless you got your beer goggles on. But in this situation, he had a dual purpose. He needed her to get his rocks off, and he also needed to put her to sleep and get those files. and damn if he ain't go baby boy standing around in the kitchen with his damn striped leopard pants on with a knife. And it's just odd that everybody in that family is 3 times his size, and he's running everything.
Yeah. A lot to unpack here. First of all, if you're gonna do the do, it's all. I mean, he was in a vulnerable position. He was on the bottom, she was on top, and it was a lot of her. And
Bruh, it looked like she almost swallowed him.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna make another comment, but I'll spare that. I'll keep it PG-13. But yeah, that was a lot, man. She was it looked like she was having fun, and he was enduring. And yes, very interesting underwear choice, ladies. If you're watching this on my channel or Lamont's channel, let us know. Are you a fan of the style of underwear that Mr. Bobby had on? Okay, Mr. Bobby Trey. I almost forgot his name. Do you like the Speedos? Do you like the thongs? Do you like the zebra animal print? I personally cannot ever imagine myself wearing anything like that, only if my lady bought it for me. And I won't go any more details there. But that was an interesting choice. So I'm very curious from the ladies if that's your cup of tea or not. Another thing is, that was it looked like a pretty nice house they had. Now, I don't know if she massages feet, if she does something else, but I'm sorry. I can imagine that she was single, but her son was some tech genius making six figures, still staying there as well. I'm like, but you making a lot of money. You seem like you at least 25, but hey, maybe you got a lot of student loans you're trying to pay off, Ain't
Exactly.
mad at you, and so that yeah, it makes sense. But man, Lamont, what would you do, bro, if you walk into the house and you got a half naked man there with a knife that's half your size? Would you have gotten the files, or would you like, hey man, we can fight about it?
Sadly, I've been in situations like this, and usually because you stood beside me, Avery, I'm like 5'8", so usually I'm the short dude in most situations. I've been in an altercation like this, and I stood 10 toes down fighting. Fuck that. No, this is my house, and you wielding a knife. I've got this big briefcase with a computer in it. No, dude, and then you walk up to me, drinking my orange juice with my top in your mouth, and your dirty ass, instead of putting the top in the trash, can you spit it on the floor? I would have looked at him and been like, nigga, what you think you're doing? You about to get up out of here looking like baby boy. And we would have been fisticuffs, straight Dragon Ball Z all day. No, gotta defend it. Defend it.
Yeah, that's it's very violating to just have a dude up in your house like that, bucking at you like that. So, we would have, it just, my pride would have got to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. But now, Lamont, we're taking a trip to Texas, Tejas, okay? Forgot the name of the city, thinks it starts with an H. But they at this truck stop, man, and I don't know. They Cross is, hey, what's going on? These trucks, they're switching drivers now. They ain't talking to each other. Something is going on. Well, last Cross, that happens all the time. No, guys, we need to keep our head on a swivel. And then you got Mr. Esteban here, Lincoln Esteban, coming through with his Chester Joker smile, which we're going to talk about later. He just trying to take pictures, man. He is doing what he needs to do. He is Robin Hood. He is the vigilante. He is the anti-hero. And then you got Captain McWhitey White over here, Captain Triggerfinger, just want to shoot everybody. Now, we know what happened to him at the end of the episode, but before we get there, I had a feeling that he was in on it, or that's what I was thinking. I'm like, why are you so, especially the second time he shot somebody. And you know what? I jumped the gun. We can still talk about this. It was something else I should have talked about first. But man, what are your thoughts there, man, on Lincoln and Captain McWhitey and the whole little shootout at the truck stop?
Well, first and foremost, Sir Lance Larson lot agent is a DEI hire, clearly. And when I say DEI for white dudes like him, it means didn't earn it, ladies and gentlemen. And I agree, B. Avery, and just because he's dead, and just because he's dead, B. Avery, doesn't mean that he wasn't caught up in it. And the fact that he is dead tells me that he probably was caught up in the situation, and there were two dead bodies, and Esteban got away. So he probably did have something to do with it. And Esteban really and truly is a soldier of fortune for these kids. And I just thought that I thought that it was clear to me that Agent Sir Lance Larson lot had something to do with something. And I really wanted to see him and Cross get into a fight, but they didn't let it play out like that.
Yeah, that would have been really nice because Cross was pissed off. You know, it was. You just don't do that. But I'm gonna get there. But do you really think that it pops off that way, bro? Like these traffickers, they got assault rifles and just shoot off at the cops like this, like in the middle of the day. I don't know. I guess if that happened, it would be on the news, and it kind of is right now. But I was like, these efforts are bold right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. But Lamont, we got to talk about what was happening before this little chase right here in the car between Kayla and Cross, between Cross and Kayla. You know, she's getting into that personal business. Like, hey, what is L doing over there? You know, is that still a thing? You know. Oh, she's sleeping at the house or whatever because, you know, I know your wife is dead. You had a good one, but I'd hit that. I mean, she was pretty honest and bold, you know, saying like, I'm trying to get in where I fit in, Mr. Cross. You're a widow. You're not with L. You just told me that. We got this sexual attention. Hey, what's up? What's up? All he could say is you are a terrible person. Interesting, man. What was your thoughts there from Miss Kayla shooting her shot?
I knew immediately from that moment that her lemon drop panty draws was probably going to come off. And boy, did they in this episode. I knew it from the moment. But I also said to myself, she's got a lot of bound up tension going on in that body. She's under pressure from work. She's under pressure with Bobby Trey. And she's always liked her part. She's always liked Cross anyway, but she respected the boundary. And to have this moment where y'all are basically out of town, far distances. She knows the deal between him and L right now. She knows the truth. The fence is gone, my brother. The sheep's out. I mean, literally, the lambs is there to be slaughtered. And she wanted to be slaughtered. But I thought it was funny that she said, she talked about his ex-wife and how she would munch on that carpet if she didn't like penis so much. That was very revealing. And I thought I got a chuckle out of that.
That's what she meant. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. She was saying, that's why she said, I like too much. That's a horrible thing to say. Why would you say that?
That's why he said she's terrible.
I'm slow. I thought she was saying, hey, I would have hit that as in Cross, but she was talking about the wife. That's why she said I like dick too much. Yeah. Okay, that is awful, and she dead. Like I would have smashed your dead. What? That is, I don't like her. This revelation I'm getting right here in the middle of this is, that's tacky, bro.
It might be Avery. No, man, it's okay. She's just saying that he picked, that was her way of saying that he picked such a phenomenal human being that me as a person who's not homosexual or bi, that person that you picked was so wonderful, she could cause me to go by. I look at that as a compliment.
Okay, maybe I'm overreacting a bit. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But yeah, man, they ended up smashing. They went to the country club, got a few drinks, went down there, did the hanky panky. She's like, well, hey, this is me right here. I'm gonna leave the door open and leave my ass out bent over. You know, I have this thing called a zipper on my back of my dress. That's the key to this panty draws. Won't you come on in? And he obliged her. Lamont, is that a good idea or a bad idea? Also, man, it's funny because Cross has knocked down 2 so far this season. He's always looking awkward in the morning, you know. And she don't give a damn, bro. She's like, hey, man, I appreciate it. You know, it was nice. All right, let's get back to work. She ain't tripping on him. We good? Do we need to cuddle? Okay, do we? Man, where you at on this, bro? Alex's reaction in the morning when he woke up, she ready to go to bed. I mean, she ready to go to work. And also, would you have done it, man? Do you think they should have kept it professional or go ahead and get the stress out, rub it out?
Well, since they're not in the same police force. He's a detective, she's an FBI agent, so it's not like they're going to be forced to be in the same building. They have distance. You know, that's usually why they don't want you to fraternize with other people, because it could cause work-based problems. And it still could cause work-based problems here, but long-term it shouldn't. Yeah. I just thought that whole thing was funny, from going to the country club and she had on that hideous dress, but she looked good in the dress, but the dress was hideous. And she made that man get out there and do a hold down, ladies and gentlemen. This was not hee-haw you was watching. It was Cross. He was hold downing. And B. Avery, you could literally say that she roofied him because she got that man drunk. She had him delirious. She left that door wide open. That man had his beer goggles on. And it already don't take a drunk man to go get some panty draws, especially lemon drop panty draws like hers. She left that door open. He came in there, and his favorite position is throwing women on the wall. He throws every woman on the wall, and he tore her panties off so easy. Now, men, comment. I ain't never torn no panties off that easy, but I guess all the chicks I deal with be getting the Victoria's Secret stuff, and it's hard to rip them off like that. I just rather just slide it on over to the side, pop on in there, but not Alex. He act like he wanted that thing. And it's funny that you say he keep waking up each and every time. Each and every morning he keep getting this. That's the way a lot of women have felt by men. And he's getting a taste of it, but he's got a taste of it from the person that he truly loves. And it hurts even worse, folks, when a jump off beats you up as a man and basically is like, I'm good. It hurts your feelings even worse. And that's basically what Alex just got. The jump off just got up before him, had coffee on, had her makeup on, and he just sitting there looking stupid as hell in the bed with the covers. And I wonder how he's feeling emotionally right about now.
She done did 3 loads of clothes. She done bleached the bathtub, vacuum, mopped, cleaned the toilet. Got grocery shopping and worked out all before 8 a.m. No, that's
yeah, man. Iron her clothes.
Yeah. But going back just like a little bit, Captain Whitey McWhite, when he, you know, they got the kids out of there, and instantly, John grew an attachment to one of the boys. Before they went to the detention center. You know, we talked about McWhitey with the trigger finger. I'm kind of, when I was watching, I was like, I just kind of thought that the rest of the force should have had their guns up too. It shouldn't have just been John. And I kind of wish it would have been more backlash in the moment. You know, when he did shoot the perpetrator, that just seems, I mean, I'm not a cop. I've never been trained, but that just seems like it's just so off the books. Like you just don't do something like that. I mean, am I tripping or, you know, am I looking at this the right way?
No, you're looking at it the right way. Nobody would have pulled a gun in that situation just because you had a hostage, and not only a hostage, you had a young hostage. They would have tried their best to negotiate something, and basically lie to the guy that was holding the kid hostage. Kid name is Berto. They would have lied to him to get them some kind of separation, and then they would have drawn guns or whatever they needed to do. So you're right about Sir Lance Larson lot, just gun-ho, shooting people. And I think he was shooting people in that manner because he is associated with this organization. He's part of the trafficking organization, and he needed to make sure that the word didn't get out about him. So that's why he was doing that.
Right on. Let us know, guys, what you think. But now, Lamont, let's move over to our anti-heroes, okay? The antagonists. I don't want to say the bad guys. The liberators, the revolutionaries. Miss Rebecca and Mr. Donnie. They're taking it. We was in Washington, Chicago, Texas, and now we in Mexico. I forgot the name, but it starts with an H as well. And they are looking for Francisco, but nobody's talking. The word gets out. They get a message, hey, meet me over here at the tire yard. And, you know, we got this quinceañera coming up. And Rebecca is meeting her home, her lineage, her background, man, where she came from. She only has these, broken memories of her mom, but she wants to rest. What do you think about that? Donnie want to go home. He thinks it's a waste of time. But what do you think about their side quest here in Mexico?
It was just, I think what the writers wanted us to understand just more of why she's doing what she's doing. And I don't think that they even had to put anything there more because they've done such a good job of setting up Ruz with the people that she's already taken out by making them such scumbags. You didn't have to dive into that, but it is rich that you fully understand someone who's going to be an antagonist the way she is, why they do what she did. Her mom was basically a freedom fighter that she lost somehow. Now her auntie was a freedom fighter, and now she's taken up the mantle as a freedom fighter, but doing it in a way where she's dismantling body parts. I mean, she really looks at herself. Back in the slavery days, we had Moses. She is the Spanish Moses of this era, only she's more got a Malcolm approach to it than a Martin Luther King approach. And it's easy for us to get behind her because you think about the worst crimes that can happen in the world. Trafficking boys and girls for sexual play is definitely in the top 3 of most horrible crimes. And to understand what she's been through just makes you a little bit more kind of, who do I root for? Am I rooting for Cross? Do I root for her? But what I think is going to happen, her and Cross going to meet, and he going to get them panty draws too, and she going to really put it on him. That's what I think.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But I guess a good question you ask, like, who do you root for? Do you root for Cross or do you root for Rebecca? Because they both want justice. They just going about it a different way. She wants to execute them all and chop the fingers off. Cross just wants to beat their ass and lock them in jail. I like the latter because I want my victims, or no, not the victims. I want my bad guys to suffer. You know, some don't care about death, but if you're rotting in the prison for the rest of your life, you know, they can do a toll on you. You let us know. I'm curious though. I'm curious. But I want to back up a bit, man. Before Captain McWhitey White died, he was in the back of the van with Kayla and Cross with Lincoln Esteban. He, bro, that smile he gave scared the hell out of me first time I saw it. And he did like this. I was like, wait a minute, man. You know, I guess that was his way too of being able to distort the camera footage, the facial recognition. So that's quite interesting right there. I was laughing my ass off, man, when he was ripping up Mr. McWhitey White. Like, I would expect that from you, dumbass. I speak this language, not Spanish. You know, he wanted his. You know, he had his rights, and he wanted his translator. But I respected his passion, man. Like, you know, y'all are BSing. You know, all I was doing was taking pictures. Y'all arrested me. You know, we should have went after the bad guys. You know, how did you feel about his spiel right there? Did you agree or disagree with him?
Oh, I completely agree with him. And I think he could, I think he knows what's up with Sir Lancelot Larson. I think he knows what's up with him. And it's telling that Sir Lancelot Larson also speaks Spanish, which is another clue that he's probably tied up in that traffic ring down there on the border. And he basically, when they got him up out of there, he was trying to appeal as best he could to Cross, but really didn't want to have nothing to say to cock them legs up Kayla. He just basically told her, F you federale, I want my lawyer. And then they kept it moving. I respect this guy for what he's doing. And a lot of times, be Avery, for perspective, for people to understand what we're talking about. There have been a lot of times when it was against the law to do something, but later on history says it was right. Moses taking the slaves up north from the people. It was legal to have slaves, and she was like, hell no, this is an act against humanity. I don't give a damn what the law say. Took them up north. The protests and the civil rights era, some of those protests got illegal, but they were done because there was greater humanity at cost. Just like they're giving us this limit. Shout out to the writers and the directors. Y'all doing a damn good job on this show.
Yes, y'all are, man. And well said too. Like your piece, like your passion. What was Hillary's boyfriend's name in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No, Trevor.
Yes, let's talk about Trevor Lamont and Trevor and L. Trevor.
I'm calling them Chico DeBarge.
Okay, Chico, Captain Chico. Elle is hilarious, man. She's saying it with your chest. She said everything with her chest. Like, the average dude is just not gonna be like, he just should be accepting of the situation. Like, yeah, I still take care of my ex-boyfriend's kids, and I'm staying at his house. She said it like it was nothing. Like. And he was like, yes, you know, I got my ish together. I got my money. I got my job. My credit score is good. I just need my Michelle Obama. I know we ain't been talking long, but hey, I think we got something here. Well, I'm cool too, but I'm still staying with my ex-boyfriend and babysitting his kids. What? Man, check. We're what is going on? I don't even think he smashed yet either, you know. And she's still smashing him. She smashed him last episode. So Chico, please don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. My brother, exit stays left. Lamont, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
Thoughts is he ain't grown up yet. Number one, why you a grown man ain't got to tell a woman about all his accolades. She'll know it. She'll feel the presence. Number two, you just basically was a simp. She tells you that she's still over there and says it's for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, bruh, have the balls to be like, you know what, chick? I don't want to be in your friend zone. I'm trying to date you. You just heard me say I want to Michelle Obama you. And it's not cool with me that you're staying with him because that says something about where I'm trying to go with you. And if depending upon how she react, you need to have the confidence since you got all those things and you've got it going on. You need to have confidence in that. Get your ass up and be like, well, this ain't working for me. Sorry, I don't want to be in your friend zone. I want more. And if I can't get that, then we don't need to be friends, period.
Yeah. I'm going to be really disappointed if I see him again in the season later on and he still has the same energy, you know, sticking around. Buddy, no. That's just
Avery, I don't trust him. Like, I just don't trust him. He made some kind of large donation to her nonprofit. I got a weird feeling about Chico DeBarge. I don't trust him. I could be wrong. I don't trust him.
Like he gonna do something bad to her?
Or he's involved in something bad, it could come back to bite her somehow, some way. Or he might try to step to Cross. Period. You know, like, look, I don't appreciate my girl being at your house babysitting your kids. Why don't you man up and be a dad to your kids? Something like that.
I didn't expect that at all. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Good little theory. No, take the little away. I sound like a hater. Good theory, sir. Good theory. Y'all let us know what you think. Yeah, that didn't cross my mind. John is asking for a lot though, bro. I mean, he had a 60-second interaction with Javier or whatever his name was. I'm sorry. And he's like, hey, you got some extra space in your house. You want to adopt a random child that was trafficked? What? Am I being insensitive? You know, he's not asking him to a ride to the store, Lamont. And, you know, I could pay attention to this more. But I know how people have always complained about, hey, they got the kids in cages, the illegals are in cages. And we got a taste of that here. I don't know the answer. I don't know the solution. I don't know where to put them. I know things cost money. But seeing this, and this is not the first time I've seen it, I'm just kind of like, damn, you know, these are human beings in cages. But at the same time, what do? I don't have an answer. I can look for one. But what are your thoughts there, man, about the cages and also John asking Cross to adopt this little boy in the case I missed something?
My thoughts is they gave you a pretty accurate assessment of what these Homeland Security little strongholds look like. They gave you a pretty good assessment of what Alligator Alcatraz looks like in Florida, and they make jokes about the shit. It's not funny. We need real deal immigration reform, not ICE out here hunting down people to put them into this new kind of bigger industrial complex prisons. And this kid is going to be a material witness for what's going on. This kid could connect a lot of dots. And by him having to stay with those marshals could put this boy in severe danger. And so that's kind of another reason why they want to ingratiate him and put him under their wing. And plus, if he wasn't here legally from the beginning, he can't stay here until the minute they're done using him for the court case, he's going to have to go. But you circumvent that by adopting him, and they can always get his citizenship, find him another family. But the problem with Cross adopting it, Cross is having problems keeping his own damn family together. When they need something, they call L, not him. So now you're going to give L another reason to be called. Or this could be another reason for L to be like, you know what? That thing you did to hurt me seeing how much you love kids and you want to do this might bring her panty draws back off for him permanently. So we'll see.
We will see. We will see. Very sensitive topic right there. There was a brief interaction between Kayla and her boss. You still don't trust him?
No.
Hey, if you do this, you're gonna get promoted. You're gonna move up.
No.
Okay.
No.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But John, he got to talk to his mom, man, towards the end of the episode. You know, he had some questions he wanted answered. You know, she was like, "I wasn't ready for you, but if I would have known that I could have made somebody like you, I would have had better choices." That would make you feel good, but maybe he don't want to hear it. What's that face for?
That's a cop out to hear a mom say that.
Okay.
Like if you gave birth to Flavor Flav, that is your damn child. You should love him. Because if nobody else gonna love him, you need to get love from your mom and daddy. And oftentimes daddies ain't around historically in this country, and moms have had to do dual roles. So to just say that because your son turned out to be a decent human being, good-looking human being, that has a job, can take care of himself, no, honey. Regardless of what you thought was going to happen with the baby, you should have tried your best to step up to the plate.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, well said. Well said. Donnie is an interesting character. He likes the pain. You know, he wanted to give Mr. Paul a chance to, you know, get some licks in. You know, I'm always interested, like I think when you murder somebody, you want to get away with it and not let anybody see you. They just be doing stuff out in the open, you know. And in today's world, everybody has a camera on their phone. I mean, apparently he got away with it, but you know, there was trading blows a little bit on that staircase. But he ended up hitting him with that E-Honda hand slap in the chest with the knife, and was enjoying himself. Took pictures or whatever, and I mean, damn, you can't send an emoji saying thumbs up. I'm just gonna send the evidence over the phone, you know, with a dead body and incriminate us both. I mean, am I tripping, Lamont, or I don't know? Would you handle it different?
Man, Donnie is a very interesting character, and someone who takes pain like that and laughs. The only thing you can do with a person like that, if you get into an altercation, as bad as I hate to say it, you just gotta take them out. Like people who enjoy pain in a fight, you can't stand there and exchange blows with them. You just gotta take them out, and y'all know what I'm saying when I say take them out. And I will give credit to Mr. Hartsfield for being a man who got caught in a situation. We've seen so many of these guys just puss out. Hartsfield was trying to give him something back, but it just wasn't enough, because Donnie has got to be ex-military, ex-paramilitary. He's got to be Semper Fi. He's got to be Navy SEAL. He's something. And on top of that hard exterior, he kind of reminds me of the character Huck from the show Kerry Washington did, Scandal. He reminds me of that, only he has a heart. And we saw his heart in that conversation that he was having with Ruiz about her needing to stay here, get some of her culture. That was a softer side of this man who we've only seen as rough as a rhino's hind parts. And so he's a very dynamic character. I want to see more of him, but I feel like he's going to be, of these two, if I had to pick two between him and Ruz, SSW, I think he would die before her. But we'll see where it goes. But I like the character.
Yeah, I do too. Well said. And you keep talking, because that's how the episode ends. They all at the house. It's all three of them. And also Esteban. Lincoln pops up as well. Hey, I found you, Luz. You know what I'm saying? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think last time you said that is she the auntie or just a family friend of Rebecca, the older woman, the mentor?
I interpreted it as, based on this episode, it sounds like she's the auntie.
Yeah. Okay. You don't trust her, do you?
I trust her.
Oh,
I
you do?
trust her
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I trust her now. Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I
Okay.
understand her dynamic, I trust her now. Yeah, I trust her.
What do you?
But
Oh,
she
go ahead. I'm
still
sorry.
could squeal.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
still could squeal because she doesn't agree with killing people who have nothing to do with it. But I do think that she's down for the causes. She's just not a killer.
Right on. What you think the conversation gonna be like at the beginning of the next episode between Rebecca and Esteban Lincoln, John Ramos?
Man, did you see the look on Janine Mason's face, who plays the character Ruz, SSW, folks? We call her that, sexy Spanish widow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how did you find me?
Yeah.
Look, and I want to know, how did he find her? Did you see him give his classic mess up the digital camera smile? That is a crazy smile. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, she looked down, seen his fingers. She knew immediately who he was. And I just wonder, is she going to be mad at him the way he was mad at his doctor girlfriend? Because if you came and found me, how do you know somebody ain't telling your ass too? You know? And how did he find her?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And how did he find her? So it's going to be a whole lot of questions going on, a whole lot of, hey, where we at, what we doing. I just want to know, what is the connection with them two besides somehow or another her or her mama helping him?
I can't wait either. I can't. Are those your final thoughts, sir?
My final thought is something we didn't talk about.
Oh.
Ruz went to Mexico trying to get answers from Frankie about what happened to those other kids and, get closure, where are the bodies from Crestwood.
Mm-hmm.
B. Avery, since the bodies ain't been found and Crestwood is a company that's doing growth and crops, I think they probably put them kids in the soil to grow crops and make good potting soil. That's what I think they might have done with the kids, and I wonder, will it come out what happened to those kids? They were used as fertilizer, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, do you mean that literally like put them to work or actually use them as fertilizer? Jesus. I hope it's not.
Yeah, they put them to work. They put them to work, and then they use them as fertilizer to grow those plants.
I hope that's just evil, diabolical. Yeah, I hope not, but that would make for an interesting story. Do y'all want that to happen? Do y'all have a stomach for that type of plot to come up on Prime Video? Let us know in the comment section. We're dying to know, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's all we got. That's going to wrap it up for our Cross Season 2, Episode 3, titled Feed. And we will be back same time, same place for Episode 4. If you are watching this on my channel, please subscribe to Lamont's channel. This is what it looks like right here. There's a link to his channel in the description box of this video. And if you're watching this on Lamont's channel, please subscribe to my channel. There's going to be a link to my channel in his description box as well. And like I said, guys, we will be here same time, same place for Episode 4. Or at least I hope so. But let me go ahead and turn this ticker off right here. And Lamont, thank you so much for joining me, sir. I do appreciate it. Any final words on your end, sir?
Enjoy the season, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic show, great villain, great storyline. One of the best shows so far this year.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, again, thank you so much for being here. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.